right, y'all. Little rambling report. Meek Mill's attorney files a motion to remove the allegedly biased judge from his case. Y'all are really going way out of your way for this young man not to go to jail for committing crimes. Ain't this the same boy that put ice cold crystal clear water in a cup and tried to pass that off as his pee? Didn't he do that? Hasn't he been found with drugs in his system? Hasn't he been caught drag racing or motorcycle racing out in New York, which is illegal? Like, haven't these things happened, or am I making something up? Has he not done things that violate his probation? Okay, so you pulling that up in front of me was for what? For what? Girl, I swear to God, if you don't go, if you do not go, and you're just not going to go after you saw me, okay, there's a simple fix for this. Let me scooch right on by you. I usually don't ever pass nobody, but homegirl felt the need to try to play me. Anyway, has Meek Mill or has Meek Mill not committed just a bunch of crimes? Ain't he do that? Did he or didn't he? Like, I feel like he did. So I feel like him going to jail is a part of what happens when you commit crimes, especially when you've already committed a crime and you're on a probationary period. Hadn't he been on probation for 10 years because he kept doing stuff and getting his thing elongated? So we're just going to keep acting like this. No. Let this boy go back to jail. He has not learned anything. He keeps committing crimes and doing stupid stuff. Let him go back to jail. Colin Kaepernick named GQ's 2007 Citizen of the Year. 2017. Okay, I'm just out of it. 2017 Citizen of the Year. That's wonderful. But Colin Kaepernick, great job. Speaking of jobs, when will y'all give this boy a job? Escape stopped by Watch What Happens Live for a super awkward interview. New Escape music won't feature Kandi Burruss. Or as I prefer to call her, Candy in Distress, or Crybaby Distress. It's just, I didn't watch the show last night because my mama's been out of town and I don't have a TV in my room, and I usually watch TV in her room, but her husband doesn't want me in their room when she's not at the house, and it's a mess, child. It's just a mess. I really need an apartment, but my job keeps cutting hours, so there's no possible way that at this job I can have a home, and ain't nobody else hiring, so the devil is just busy. The point is, I haven't watched any of the Sunday night shows. I didn't watch any of the Wednesday. No, I watched Wednesday. Did I do my? Yeah, I did my reviews. But the shows that do not pop up on Hulu, I was unable to access because if I try to pull them up on the DirecTV app, they buffer and skip, and who has time? So I'm gonna try to watch them maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, because she ought to be back in town tonight. So the point is, I ain't watched that little escape show last night because of these reasons. So I can't give you any thoughts and emotions on what happened last night. But what I can say is, from the first episode of the Escape miniseries, Kandi she's already giving me way too much. And I honestly, okay, who's really gonna feel too many kind of ways about Kandi not being on the new Escape music? Now, if they were on tour and singing, what's the one, Understanding or whatever, and they didn't have Kandi on the stage, then we'd be like, I don't think so. I'm not sure. Because that's Candy's, lane. That's her part right there. That every man wants a woman. That's where she resides. But new Escape music, okay, girl, just don't put Kandi on it. Fine, whatever. Somebody's upset about it, but I'm not gonna bother to be. Moving along, Cristiano Ronaldo welcomes fourth child, a daughter with girlfriend Georgia Rodriguez. I don't know who any of these people are. Okay, well, I know you like 2 years old, literally 2, but if you just walk on across the street, the big car won't run over you. Hold your daddy's hand and get on around me. Anyway, child, I have no earthly idea who Cristiano Ronaldo and his girlfriend Georgia Rodriguez is, and why they in Fort Sharon Deep. I don't ever want to get married, but I also don't ever plan to have 4 children with a nigga and live with a nigga and just be under the same roof as a nigga and not be married to him. Because what's the point? Why would I just cohabitate, co-parent, just be for years and years and years. That's just me now. If that's your testimony, that's absolutely fine. I'm not judging. I just don't understand why you wouldn't be married by now if you 4 children in. But that's just, you know what? The girls do it every day. I just can't see it for my life, because if, I got 4 kids. Okay. Wow. What is y'all's issue today? But yeah, if I had 4 children with a young man and something happened to him, and we hadn't been together long enough for it to be common law, I might just be out of luck. So that's my thought. I would like to have legal backing on my relationship if I've decided to be with, live with, co-parent with, and have multiple children with someone. I would probably need the ring and the paperwork just in case. But again, I don't plan for none of that. So that's just, that's that on that. But congratulations to these people that I have no idea. I did not know existed. Shani and Shaquille O'Neal dropped $1 million on daughter's Miami Sweet 16. Okay. They have $1 million to drop on their daughter's Miami Sweet 16. Oh no, their daughter Mimi's Sweet 16. Well, I can't read today. That's obvious. But again, they have the $1 million to drop on the child's Sweet 16. For my Sweet 16, we went to IHOP. I sat around waiting on my daddy to call me all day, and my mama got a job that she only worked there for 2 months, and the boss was absolutely terrible. She walked around with her shoes off all day, and I had to cuss her out in Walmart. So that was my Sweet 16, but congratulations to little Mimi for having her, function. Donald Trump calls Kim Jong-un short and fat. He is short and fat. What else do you have? Like, what's next? Give us... If you're going to start the read, go ahead and read. They already ready to bomb us, so it's like nothing you can do at this point. I really hope. Listen, I really hope, and I hope I don't get arrested or in trouble for saying this, but if I do, I just do. I really hope that if they decide to bomb us, that they go straight for the White House. Go for where he is. Don't bomb the rest of us. Don't do that. It has nothing to do with me. I didn't do it. Now, if it's just my time, it's my time, and fine. Okay, cool. But don't bomb my house, because my mama didn't do nothing. My granny and them, they ain't do nothing. Don't bomb us. Bomb him. Moving along. Rita Ora hits the EMA red carpet in a bathrobe. We don't know what Rita Ora does or who she is. We don't know why she's famous. My boss recently told me she was on a song with Igloo Azalea. And that's literally, and I can't think of the song. So for Rita Ora to come in this bathrobe, it honestly, she came dressed up like I felt about how I feel about Rita. Who is she, and why do I even care to get dressed? Her face is weak. Rita Ora apparently is not an ugly girl, so congrats for that. But she's not doing anything, and her name keeps coming up, and I don't know why. Kylie Jenner sparks engagement rumors with a huge diamond ring. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I don't care. I don't care. Even a little bit. Not even halfway. Not even a quarter. Not an eighth. Not a 16th. Not a 32nd. Not a 64th. Not 128th. I don't care at all. There's no care in me for this. Kim Kardashian has a cherry blossom themed baby shower for baby number 3. Okay. The cherry blossoms are not in bloom, but okay. Like, I don't care. Actually, they may be in bloom. I don't know when cherry blossoms bloom. Are they even indicative to the United States? All I know about a cherry blossom is Japanese. And I stopped wearing that fragrance in like 9th grade because I grew up. Now, if you still wearing Japanese cherry blossom, that's, whatever, girl, that's you. Do your thing. But Japanese cherry blossom for me was a middle school and early high school fragrance. I've moved on to 1,000 Wishes. Gal Gadot reportedly refuses to sign on for Wonder Woman sequel unless Brett Ratner is completely removed. Okay, good. Good. I want the sequel. I would love to have the sequel. I wish they would do 9 or 10 Wonder Women like they keep doing these Fast and Furious movies. But I see where she's coming from with that, because wasn't Brett Ratner accused of, fondling and carrying on? So, yeah, I wouldn't want to, yeah. Tiffany Haddish made history as the first black female comedian to host Saturday Night Live. I really wanted to watch this past Saturday. I've been so tired. I've been so exhausted. I'm losing time. I'm losing sleep. And I probably am going to start losing my hair here in a minute. I'm going through a lot. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore calls Kim Zodiac beer can and Brielle. Wait a minute. Brielle. Ain't Brielle's last name Zodiac or something else? I don't think her last name is Beer Can like the rest of them. But this says Brielle Beer Can. I really don't think. Wait, what's Croy? Croy's last name is Beer Can, ain't it? I know it's Bierman, by the way. I just don't care to pronounce that. But Croy ain't her daddy. But anyway, she calls these girls vile, evil people. You can't tell by the face? I look at the face like that and I say, nasty, vile, gutter snipe, straight up from the hood. Derrick Rose is expecting a child with his girlfriend, Elena Anderson. Okay. Sir and Rumi have been pictured. They both looked agitated. They both looked exactly how I feel right now. Why are you talking to me? Why are you here? What? I don't have time. And that's that on the B. Scott's page. I'm going to swoop over the family list because I still have a couple minutes so I get to work. If it would load. If it would load. It's not loaded. Okay, here we go. And it reads. Nope, it doesn't read. Okay, Cardi B and Nicki claim they don't have, well, claims, but that's not grammatically correct. They don't have beef, but they do. But they do. And when Cardi B heard Nicki original verse, Famous baby, I rely on you for the news. I do. We do need an editor. And it's no shade. It's not a read. It's not a drag. It's just my mind has trouble reading things that are not grammatically sound. And so I'm having a difficult time here. Now, my mind today has been having trouble reading just any old thing. But if it's not grammatically sound, I'm having trouble. But anyway, Cardi B heard Nicki's original verse and she almost died. I don't know what it's about. All I know is I'm almost certain that on that Nicki song with, was it Zaytoven? Looked like 21 Savage was on it. What, no flags or no bras? I don't know, honey. They always say no something. No flex zone, no frauds, no macaroni. I don't know. But they did a song earlier, a couple months back. And Nicki started off the song with Lil B. And I said, oh, well, this is a direct hit to Cardi B. Because we all know that Bodak Yellow starts with say Lil B, you can't F with me if you wanted to. And then Nicki come out with this other song talking about Lil B, I'm your grandmother, and she didn't say all that, but she was basically saying Lil B's can't copy me and this, that, and the other. So I knew personally that was a direct come for to Cardi B. I don't know why you would come for Cardi B and you still ain't come for Remy Ma, but okay. As far as directness. But anywho, child, there's beef there. There is beef there. I don't understand why we always have to have beef, but there's beef there. I mean, there should be, because, from not there should be, but from Nicki's purview and how petty she is and how she goes through all of these situations and changes, Cardi B has been on stage with Lil' Kim and Remy Ma. She's performed with them. They love her. Lil' Kim has called Cardi B her baby. That's her girl. They go way back. New York, blah, blah, blah. And Nicki's from New York, too, but yada, yada. But from Nicki's petty point of view, she probably is beefing with Cardi. Whether Belle Khalees is beefing with Onika or not, they probably are. Onika's beefing with Belle Khalees and Reminisce and Kimberly and probably whatever Fox's birth name is. What is Fox's? I know it too, and I can't think of it. Anyway, child, that's all I got. Ain't nothing really popped off in the last day, so ain't too much news to bring y'all. But that's, I'm going to try on my lunch break to bring y'all one of these old videos, but my coworker, bless her heart, she's a very intense young lady, and I probably won't be able to do anything but talk to her and do the little job here, so anyway, girl, like, comment, and subscribe, all the things the YouTubers say. Let me straighten up. Oh, stay with it now. Make sure ain't nobody behind me. Hey, girl. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTubers say. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace. All right, well, since I have been unable to edit the video at work because my coworker, even though she has, she literally did nothing for 2 hours, but okay, whatever. She gets real questionable if I hit the 4 buttons it takes me to edit my videos. So I'm going to continue this rambling report because B. Scott put a couple new diddlies on here. So apartment floor collapses from a homecoming party in Texas. Basically. The girls were, I saw the video. The girls were jumping up and down. I'm sorry about this square. That's actually my iPad that I'm recording on right now. So my bad about that. But yeah, I saw this video a couple days, I guess yesterday or the day before. The girls were at a party. They were listening to their music. It was very, very packed. And they all started to jump up and down. And the floor said, "No, girl, I don't know who you think I am, but I'm not the one." And she concaved. If I were the floor, I would have done the very same thing. Because who do y'all think y'all are jumping up and down on me? Also, if I were the people who fell in the hole, I would be dead. I know who I am. I know how I work. And I would just be DEAD, just gone. Because there's no way I could have fallen down there and not broken my neck, stabbed, impaled myself with the wood from the... Oh, it just would have been bad. I think everybody is okay. That was, they fell down through the floor. But I watched the girls getting up. Come on now. I watched the girls getting up from the hole. There was water spraying everywhere. Oh, it was a journey. Usher's wife has a message for his herpes accusers, sort of. Well, I'm not gonna watch the message because, girl, I don't care anymore. We was talking about Usher and his green balls 20 years ago. I know it's been 2-3 months. So I'm not gonna be able to do it with you. Now, if you turn, I can turn. See, that's how that works. And if you stay in your lane, I can stay in my lane. That's how that works. Let me see what Famous got. That's all Beast got to put up so far. If it would load. Famous always, it takes forever to load. How y'all feel about these buttermilk crispy tenders McDonald's got? I remember they had tenders when I was younger. I was probably, I don't know, I was a kid. I was 8, 9, somewhere in there. And I remember hating those chicken tenders. I hated them. They were so gross to me. To the point where I don't want to try them again. Anyway, Portia Williams says it's unfair that Kenya Moore doesn't have to bring her husband on the show. That is unfair. If the other girls had to bring their husbands on the show, it is unfair. If they weren't required to, but they just did, then, Escape breaking up? Watch the tension between the ladies on Watch What Happens Live. Didn't y'all already tell us that the new Escape music won't have Kandi on it? Kandi don't want to be a part of Escape any longer. Let her go. Now, what I do know is, if I pay for these tickets and I go to this concert here in a minute, the girls better be together and they better sing and act like they like each other. That's what I know. Hold on. As I was saying, if I pay the money for these Escape tickets, I'm paying to see Escape. I don't want to see Escape or Escape. I want to see Escape. I don't want to see Escape without the X. I don't want to see Escape without the S. I don't want to see anything but Escape. So, now, if y'all decide to drop Kandi or Kandi decides to leave or whatever, and then she goes on, they decide to go on tour without her, then cool. But don't charge Escape money for Escape. That's all I'm saying. Anywho, I didn't watch the little interview. I'm gonna watch it in a little bit, and I'll probably come back and tell y'all how I feel about it after watching the Escape, Still Kicking It show and all of that. I'm gonna try to watch that tonight. So, Shamar Moore goes on rant. I'm not gay and I love women. I'm trying to hold this cackle in. Shamar, girl, come on out, daughter. We know, we've been knowing. We've been new. I remember being like 7 or 8, whenever Diary of a Mad Black Woman came out, looking at Kimberly Elise and Shamar Moore and saying, they both look a little gay to me. But okay, girl, with these braids, you better do this. Shamar, honey, okay.
So this should be fun. Baller alert. Calling out baller alert. Got no problems with baller alert. But everybody on baller alert and anybody else out there talking shit about me, here we go. 0 to 100 real quick. Phaedra Parks met her one time at a talk show a year ago. Flirted with her, kissed on her, drank with her at the talk show. Took pictures.
I wish I could see this man's head. He is giving sassy.
Oh, Shamar's all in his feels just like Tyrese. No, Tyrese, fight for your daughter. All good. Shamar Moore's gay. He's in the closet. He's bi. He likes little boys. No, I love women. You don't like black women. No, I love
I'm
women.
cackling. That's the mere fact that at the end of this video, this young queen said, I'm going to get my life. Oh, Shamar. You were giving neck rolls. You were giving attitude. Daughter, if you're not gay, just say, gay. I'm not gay. And then go on about your day. Girl, all of this, rolling your neck. And oh, Shamar. You fine and everything, but you are, not only are you cis, you're sus. You know how the girls spell cis, which is why do y'all do that? Why do y'all spell SISSUS? Sus is not a word. Sister is not a word. It's sister. But okay. But Shamar is sus, because he suspects. Shamar. Anyway, child, I'm glad I came back for the rest of this rambling report. That's it. That's all I got. I'll holler at y'all later.